In a world shrouded in darkness and intrigue, Rayon, a skilled assassin who had lived a life devoid of emotions, found himself standing at the precipice of death. Under the moonlight in a garden filled with ominous paths, he awaited his fate, feeling a chilling breeze that whispered of his impending demise. Darus Robert, the imposing and enigmatic head of House Robert, emerged from the shadows. His silver hair glistened like frost, casting an eerie aura in the garden, saturated with an air of death. Rayon acknowledged his presence with a simple yes, bowing his head as he had always done, devoid of any display of emotion. Darus commended Rayon for his competence and the growth of their family thanks to his behind-the-scenes work. Rayon, however, remained emotionless, asserting that he had merely done his job. But the conversation took a darker turn when Darus questioned Rayon's decision to act independently, breaking free from the indoctrination that had bound him. Goosebumps ran down Rayon's spine as he realized that Darus had discovered his secret. Darus revealed that he had two leashes on the assassins of Shadow: indoctrination and a horrifying weapon called the Rage Worm, an insect that could sense a person's emotions and control them. Rayon's heart and lungs were being torn apart by the Rage Worm at Darus's command. Despite the excruciating pain, Rayon refused to die without a fight. He drew his sword, intending to at least wound Darus before his inevitable demise. But in an unexpected turn of events, his sword broke in half. With his last moments, Rayon launched a desperate attack, but Darus effortlessly swatted it away, displaying his formidable combat skills. Rayon's head was severed from his body, and he knew that his life was slipping away. However, there was something different about Rayon's death. As his consciousness faded, he felt a strange sensation as if he were being drawn into a new existence. Reincarnation was a concept that had been both believed and doubted by many. Rayon, who had spent his life as an emotionless assassin, never considered the possibility of life after death. But as he opened his eyes in a new world, his memories of his past life remained intact. In his new life, he found himself in the arms of a woman named Sylvia, a loving and caring mother. He was no longer the assassin known as Rayon, but had been reborn as Sylvia's child. Despite the initial disbelief, Rayon gradually accepted his new reality. As he grew accustomed to his new life, Rayon couldn't help but harbor a burning desire for revenge against Darus Robert, the man who had controlled his previous existence and ultimately ended it. He knew he had to bide his time, gather information about his current circumstances, and master the Ring of Fire, a powerful skill from his past life. Life in his new family, which was wealthy and influential, had its own challenges as he adapted to the limitations of his baby body. But Rayon was determined to be patient and await the right moment for his revenge, even if it meant enduring for years. His new life had given him a second chance, and he was determined not to let it go to waste. As he looked ahead, he couldn't help but wonder about the future, filled with uncertainty and the potential for redemption. One day, as Rayon's new life continued, an unexpected visitor arrived. The atmosphere in the room grew tense as Sylvia and her maids reacted with alarm. A powerful presence filled the room, and Rayon's senses heightened as he watched the door open. An old man with striking red eyes and radiant blonde hair entered, his imposing presence sending shivers down the spines of those present. Sylvia, trembling, addressed him as Father. Rayon stared into the old man's eyes and suddenly recognized him. Glenn Zegard, the destructive king of the North, the leader of the most powerful family on the continent. It became clear to Rayon that he had been reborn into an influential and prestigious family. As the story unfolded, Rayon's determination for revenge remained undeterred. He had been given a second chance, and this time he was in a position of power. The tale of Rayon's rebirth and quest for vengeance had only just begun.